Alright, this is Demonocalypse with another episode of Versus. Haven't done one of these in a while. Why? I haven't found two games that I thought were good enough or I wasn't really interested in to actually make another one of these. Anyways, the first game is StarConflict. The second game is Black Prophecy. Two space-based shooters basically in the same genre as Freelancer, Starlancer, and the X Universe. However, they do things fundamentally differently from each other in that one is an arena shooter, basically, and the other is a true MMORPG. Now, this is the login screen for StarConflict, as you can see by the big logo right there. Just entered open beta. I was a closed beta tester for this, and generally I liked it. But I always got caught up in different games, and then I forgot about it for a while. Now, this is what you really have to look at most of the time for a login screen. You have full options menu. I'll get back into those in a second. And then license, authors, and go back to the StarConflict site. Going on to the main interface here, you can see that the graphics are very, very nice. When I'm not recording, I generally get around 68 frames a second. And generally the games can be called very fun. Now, if you're just starting the game, there's three choices you make. One of them's blocked out right now, but basically when they finally finish everything, go into open release, what it showed before was 3 factions with 3 sub-factions in each faction. Honestly, I cannot remember who I chose. Basically, all told, once everything is released, finalized, and then they just start updating everything, you'll have about 9 choices to go through. You'll start off with 3 ships. In my case, I had the Swift, the Lynx, and the Raptor. All told, very nice ships. Now back to the settings menu. Video. I'm in windowed mode, 1600 by 900 at the moment. VSync is off. Interface size. Just look at this. Everything got really big. I prefer it small like that, but it's kind of hard for you guys to read, but oh well. Bugger. My fault. When will I learn not to change the video options while I'm recording? Anyways, now, technically this game does not have very many graphics options. It only has low, medium, and high, and the aliasing can go all the way up to 16C ESAA. Filtration go up to 16. Shaders, it says custom, but the only thing here that's really custom is shadows quality, and that's pretty much on or off, so I'm not really sure what it's heralding to in that respect. In some cases, I'd say that this is about the same amount of options you get from a console port, but it doesn't really matter. Volume, master volume. There seems to be a bug with this right now. Whenever I start up the game, it's always way the fuck over here, and that's very loud. Sound volume, voice volume. There are talking pilots when they'll tell you if your shields are down, if you're getting hit, if you're almost dead. Unfortunately, it's entirely in Russian. Not good. Boost mode, auto aim. I don't know about that. I've never used it as far as I know. Pursuit, ship control, pursuit combined, pursuit free, free combined. Not really sure what those do either. Unfortunately, I have no clue. Okay. Going through the interface. This is the shop screen. Basically, you buy stuff, put them on your ship, and then you get to shoot things faster or slower, depending upon what you chose. You got lasers, cannons, and plasma guns. Plasma cannons. Railguns, plasma cannons. Very few different flavors. The only thing I got for being a closed beta tester was 500 of their in-game currency. And if I understand things correctly, one in-game currency is worth 1 cent. So basically I got $5 out of it. And then you have to pay $2.35 for these freaking cannons. Who the fuck came up with that bullshit? Okay. Now, most ships, they have the cannon slot, they have a rocket slot, and rocket slots you can put, usually you can only put one type of rocket in there. Right now, this Swift has unguided missiles in there. Good for taking out large ships. However, if you're going after small or medium-sized ships, they can usually get out of the way in time. Then the Lynx has guided missiles. Let me just say again that this game looks amazing. Okay, now this is the upgrade system. The upgrade system meaning the way you get to upgrade your ships, if that wasn't obvious enough for you. You gain experience in-game. Does not matter what ship you use to gain the experience, because I'll go into that when the battle starts. This particular branch is energy, electronic, engineering. All of them are exactly the same for all factions as far as I know. I think there may be a few changes between the factions, but honestly I have not seen anything because I've only gotten to look at one faction. I'm tempted just to start a new account just so I can start on a different faction, see what the heck's going on here, because it doesn't seem right that all factions have the exact same faction trees for researching crap. Anyways, right now I have the energy enhancer. I don't know if these are cumulative, like this is battery capacity increased by 2%, battery capacity increased by 4%, battery capacity increased by 6%. I don't know if these are cumulative. I hope they are, because that would make a grand total of around 30. And then I have the temporary extra shield, a fixed capacity, the Carnation system, which I'm going for. I'm really going for this rapid fire railgun, just because it's really good on the smaller ships to have something rapid fire that does a good amount of damage. At the moment, you can also pick up, this is the mission contract screen. Right now I'm winning one battle using only invincible Legion ships. The Legion are the ships marked with the eagle with the claws sticking out of it, I guess. The Wardens destroy 3 ships using standard lasers. I can do that, however I don't have any ships with standard lasers because the factory lasers are free and they do the exact same amount of damage. Spring Cleaning, destroy 20 non-Empire ships. The test, win 1 battles using Warden Order ships. I do not have any Warden Order ships, so that's kind of difficult for me. Armada. Destroy 20 non-Federation ships. Destroy 3 frigates using a standard plasma gun. Win 1 battle using Great Armada ships. I can sign that. I can sign that. Basically, you pick these up and then you go through the battles, and if you complete the statutes of the contract, you get cash and experience. Not that hard to gain experience, not that hard to gain cash. This game has a fairly good production, what am I thinking here? Progression curve. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, now this is the shop. Weapon mods, rockets, active modules from hull to shield, regenerating, support, scouting, passive modules for hull, and let's just turn that off. Yeah, for hull, collision compensating reduces damage sustained from collision with obstacles. You got kinetic shield, increases your hull's resistance to kinetic damage, shields, thermal shield, AMP shield, weapons, rangefinders most of the time. Tactical ship mods. Auxiliary processor increases something or other. Scanners, shields, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, useful thing, just hit escape whenever you have to leave one of these. Otherwise, you have to go up here and reach for it. Okay, now, to explain the game mechanic as to why I have 3 ships here. The 3-ship system is something they put in so that if you die, you will still be able to get into the battle, but it makes sense. This is kind of like World of Tanks model in that your tank or ship vehicle is destroyed, and then you have to leave the battle. StarConflict didn't want to do that. They wanted you to stay in the battle for as long as possible, drag out the battles as long as possible, and make it generally interesting. Now, with 3 ships, which means like if my Swift is destroyed, I'd be able to grab my Lynx or my Raptor. If my Raptor was destroyed, I'd be able to grab my Lynx. 3 ships, 3 chances to screw stuff up. Okay. Now, I'm really waiting for this rapid fire railgun. Prices do not increase that much. I stand corrected. It's like, first batch of weapons, second batch of weapons, 100 credits more. Third batch of weapons, holy freaking shit, that's expensive. It's like 30,000 credits more. That just means you have to do good in the game, which I don't do. Another thing is that each vehicle has individual special abilities. Like the Swift here, its F special ability is this plasma emitter. Basically, it surrounds the target craft in an array of plasma blades, which slowly whittle away its health. Very useful against large targets. Unfortunately, you have to be within 300 meters in order to actually hit them with it. The Lynx can cloak. Back in closed beta, cloak was reserved for the other ship, the Hercules. And there was always this bug with cloaking that I always regained all my energy while I was cloaked, which included time I spent while boosting in cloak, which technically shouldn't have happened. The cloak is basically a, hey, I'm going to fucking disappear button. The Raptor has these combat drones, which basically you hit F, like I think if I remember correctly, it's around 4 to 6 combat drones pop out and just start shooting at things with assault railguns. They are useful, but I prefer the special ability of the other ship. Let's just take out the I cannot remember what these guys are. I can't remember honestly. The Diverger here, very weird name. It looks kind of cool, but I think it's a bit flat to actually sit in comfortably. Also, you'll notice that there's little people walking around and robots, so it's not a completely empty hangar. Okay, the special ability of the Diverger is a micro warp engine. Allows for transferring sufficiently light ships that are traveling at subliminal speeds. The thing is, when I was using that in closed beta, it's basically just, I'm going over there, don't try to stop me button. Which, you just point yourself in the direction you want to go, hit the button, and you're going. It takes about 5 seconds to charge up, however, and getting hit by bullets reset the charger. It used to anyways. The Hercules here gets a boost module, tier 1, increases load on your ship's systems, increases rate of fire, acceleration, and maneuverability. Basically, it's a booster module. You hit it, everything goes better on your ship. Just about everything. The Harpy. Now, you will notice there is something very, very large on the front of the ship. Most likely that hole there, or the big part here. Anyways, this, the Harpy's special ability is a disintegrator. Now, that I wouldn't really call it a disintegrator. I'd call it a rail cannon. Like we have the rail guns, now you have a rail cannon. Basically, it's a, hey, I am going to shoot you from the far side of the fucking map, and there's nothing you can do about it. Button. Because quite literally, there is nothing you can do about it. You get hit by that, you usually get hit by about 800 to 1,000 damage. Distance does play a role in this, but the disintegrator gun is pretty much hit scan, which means you point it, you shoot it, they're dead. I've had a few problems using the laser cannons on some of these larger ships in that a ship gets close to me and I just can't hit it for some damn reason. I just can't. You also notice that all the guns are on the top of the ship. Is that a smart design decision for space? No, it is not, but that can be overcome with clipping issues and a few other things as well. Anyways, on to the match. Now, right now there's 198 players on, sectors open, which means 19 battles going on. 71 pilots are in mission, and 27 pilots are awaiting takeoff. As far as I can tell, the beta servers are in Russia because everyone is speaking Russian and the voice acting is in Russian, but everything is in English, so they are planning on localizing it. I hope they find some good voice actors because right now, not being able to see what the understand what your flight computer is telling you about your shields is rather annoying. Okay, I am going to take my Diverger out first, and then speed boost across the far side of the map and try to take out some turrets circling around one of the bases. Basically, all the missions so far are capture the point. Each point, A, B, C, of either team has about 4 turrets defending it. And you will notice right away that this game is very pretty. That was the flight computer telling me my shields were going down. And I forgot to load up with that's a bot. The thing is, you'll soon find that bots are actually better than humans in some cases. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's head over to A and help them. Fortunately, it's going to take a little while for this module to recharge. You also notice that there is no hint of any. Dang it, that's loud. I don't think that actually does anything. No, that does not do anything at all. Yeah, that option does nothing at all. Wonderful. Oh man, that's annoying. Anyways, the game is trying to force 60 frames a second on me. Come on, go. No, 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 no! Ooh, look. Jacob! There we go. Got one. We are winning, I believe. I wish I could figure out a way to turn off that friggin' mute. Hey, it stopped. Good. Maybe the problem was that I couldn't finish going through the track first. No, you will not disappear on me. Where do you go? Allison. You notice that a lot of the bots prefer to take out mediums. I'm not entirely sure why. Is there an enemy close by me? There we go. Sophia! One thing I can say I'm disappointed in is the complete lack of heavier weaponry for these smaller ships because it just takes way too long to whittle away someone's health. Like one time I spent a literal 5-10 minutes just circling around someone trying to kill them. And I didn't kill them and we lost the match because of it. Of course, the vast majority of matches, because there's so few people playing, pretty much are bots. They're bot matches. Okay, I think I go over there and help that guy out. Ah, oh, damn it! Someone hit me with plasma. Bugger. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the music back on, some sound on, because it's just way too quiet right now. I'm gonna take out my harpy. Yep. Okay. The harpy behaves a lot better. Disappeared. Wonderful. Pretty much the only sniper ship in the entire game, as far as I can tell, at least low level. Missed. What am I hitting? There's nothing in the way. I'm probably going to run into my primary problem here soon, in that someone targeting me. Ugh. Wow. That just happened. Just boom, disappeared. And the explosions in this game are rather good in my opinion. Allison. Missed. I wish I could zoom in farther. That's the big pet peeve I have about this mode. I can't zoom in farther. I mean, my range is practically unlimited. Oh, bugger. Bugger! Don't disappear on me. Where do you go? Freaking invisible. No, that's a bit far out of my range. Let's go up, shall we? There's a guy here. Odd. Okay, we're winning, it looks like. That's good. Let's see if we can take out... Wait, there we go. Where'd he go? Okay, C has been recaptured by the enemy. I got a killing spree and a killjoy. Killjoy level 0. Like, that's the thing with the Harpy, is that if you're playing against bots, you're pretty much gonna own everything. Let's see if I can get Sandra down here. Fortunately, she is flying a very tiny ship, and they're just barely out of my range. Damn it. Someone got behind me. Sophia, I thought I killed you already. Go die like a nice little girl. Gotcha. Alicia. It'd be nice if they had a reload indicator for this mode, because I'm sick and tired of waiting for this thing to... Someone's shooting at me. Do have to lead the target despite what it says. Okay, now, where is that enemy? Must have turned invisible. You can see there's my shadow across the place over there as well. I think that's my shadow. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you? There you go. I let off my rocket at the wrong time. Got killing spree 1. They have 3 ships left. Let's tank them. I'm fairly certain everything is measured in meters a second. I'm fairly certain anyways. Why I no see enemy? Yes, come at me, bro. Or we won. I have no idea what you just said. Okay, and this is the loot mechanic. Right after battle, you get to scan an area and pick up loots. Electronic parts. These don't actually show up in your inventory. It's just credits, basically. And there are chances of not finding anything at all. Dang it. Sorry I couldn't bring out my Hercules, but battle effectiveness, kills 7, assists 3, lost 1 ship. So my effectiveness was 165%. How did his effectiveness go to 230%? Seriously, that makes no sense at all whatsoever. Like, these guys have I think their effectiveness has to do with their shots as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna split this into 3 parts, but not necessarily, pick up that contract. Oh. Okay, I guess I got that. In the name of the Legion, win 20 battles in a row using only Invincible Legion ships. That's impossible! Because the bots are just that stupid. Okay. Now, what was I going to do? Yes, I remember now. This has a ship. Okay, now I can finally get that rapid fire railgun. The Achilles system. Don't need that. I just need the rapid fire railgun. And what's this? Adaptive armor, economical laser, spy drones, crate of spy drones. I think I'm gonna go for the rapid fire plasma. Sensor range increased by 20%, I believe. Not really entirely sure about that. So basically just pick a rapid fire railgun. 281. It does more damage. It shoots faster. And it consumes more energy. So that, all in all, is fairly good. And the range is decreased by 1,000 meters. Not that you actually engage anyone at that great of range. Okay. Now, pretty much right now, from what I've seen, plasma is actually the most powerful weapon in the game. This, of course, doesn't mean that it's the only weapon you should use, because it's... I don't know. It just seems like it's the most powerful weapon in the game, but it's not the most powerful weapon in the game, if you catch my drift. I'm talking in circles here. Let's go into battle, and I'll show you with my links. So right now I'm showing you both the it's pretty much beginning battles right now with both the Legion ships and the Armada ships. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Oh well. Okay. Looks like we have 2 humans on this side and all bots on the enemy side. Fun. Yeah, we got 2 humans. Have 1 human. I'm sorry for the cutoff there, but I always like to reset my recording. So right now I'm going to take out my Lynx with its plasma guns, shield repair, hull repair systems. No, that's the shield repair systems, cloak, and guided missiles. And we're on a new map. And again, the game just looks amazing. You can see very few space games that look this good and perform this well. Let's see what the enemy is doing. I am going to go forward at A, and we have not seen any confirmation of the enemy. There's one. That's Invis. That's the human. Generally, I found that you get more experience by killing humans, but that's kind of a given in my opinion. Throw up a wall of plasma. Make him ram into it. No, William, you are not getting past me. Don't disappear on me! Freaking A, I hate it when they do that. Huh? Something? Oh, I hit that. Let's get out of here! Okay, another thing about the medium ships that both the light ships and the heavy ships are missing is that they automatically regenerate everything. They regenerate their shields, they regenerate their hulls. But it does take a while to get back up to full health. Yeah, I don't... Oh, there it is. So you had me target Ashley. Okay. Wow, why isn't this bot taking any damage? Got 1 missile left. This guy's in his light ship. Gotcha! Damn it, he died. Or disappeared, one of the two. Pulled Houdini. I still haven't used my special ability. Why is that? It's not really necessary as of yet. Fog. When did they get another human? That's another thing. Once in a while, the game will pull Houdini and just make people appear out of nowhere. I'm not entirely sure this guy is a human because he's just kind of firing randomly. Are you paying attention, my good sir? Are you really? Gotcha. Okay, there's basically two control methods. I should have gone over this earlier. There's two control methods. One is pretty much just freelancer style, carrot on a stick type. Who's shooting at me? I cannot see the enemy because they are right behind me. Invis. Damn it. Why is this guy such annoying? Because I killed him twice, that's why. Okay, I actually have no idea how long the cloak usually lasts. One thing, though, is that the cloak is completely impenetrable. There's no way for them to turn it off without shooting you a heck of a lot of times. Ashley! Be a good girl and stop shooting at me! The other method is this. Guess what? The camera's going to point where you're pointing. It's a lot better for dueling, but if you're in a close quarter situation, like there is a map that I haven't gotten in a while for whatever reason, that's basically, oh, Guardian Drone's wonderful. I cannot take them down in my current position or state condition, something like that. I think we're winning by 2. Looks like we're taking over C, wherever the heck that is. There we go. Okay, there's also the fact that if you just hold down spacebar, you will go straight up. This is a true control system for a space game. The control system is very fluid. It's very nice. It reacts like you would expect it to. Invis is still alive. Wonderful. Idiot's probably going to be coming after me soon. Let's help Ghost here fight Christine and Invis. Invis, you are mine. Someone hit me with a thingy-mabobber-mahoo, and I... The thing is that once in a while, you just don't hit the freaking target. I never understood that. Damn. Like, my guns are pointing right at him, my reticle is pointing right at him, but I just don't hit him. Why? Because I got too friggin' close. That's the main problem with many of the heavier vehicles, is that if you get close enough, you can't hit them, no matter what you do. Which is a real pain in the arse. Okay. That guy's a little bit out of my range. As you would expect, lasers are hit scan, and they do have quite a bit of range. head over to C. I'll deploy my Also, the damage indicators are not per bullet; they're per second. So it depends entirely upon how much damage you do to him per second. C is being captured by Hannah. Is that Hannah? Yeah, Hannah. Okay, turn. Sorry, Ghost. Okay, we're winning by a wide margin. We gotta get rid of Fog. Invins is already gone. Oh no. Okay, no, I see someone. Now there you are. Ah! The bots are extremely intelligent, too intelligent in my opinion, but that's just opinion. There we go, finally. And see what I mean by the guns will overshoot their targets way too often? Who's shooting at me? Christine? Okay, I just hit my repair module. Basically, it's got a cooldown. It uses energy, but it repairs the ship quite a bit. What the balls is... Olivia! Just die, Olivia. Okay, and then... Edward. Gotcha. I'm gonna get a clear line of sight and just try to snipe out these guys over here. Pull back. Sector captured. We won. We killed everyone on the enemy team, apparently. Armor fragments. Team 1, 3,000 credits. Engine parts, 7,000 credits. Iridium core, 5,000 credits. Search for loot ended. 310 combat effectiveness. Lost 1 ship, killed 12 with 4 assists, 0 captures. How the heck did they... Whatever, I don't even want to know. Okay, and as you can see, I total after 2 matches, I started with about 16,000. I have 55,000 right now. So, game not that bad. It still requires fine tuning. That's why it's an open beta. But it really deserves more players, I feel, because the game mechanics wise, it's not revolutionary, but it puts the things together so well in such a pretty package. I hate to use that word, but such a pretty package that it just deserves more players than it currently has. I mean, I'd love to see more customization, colors and stuff on the different units, different parts for each engine, like World of Tanks, basically engine, guns, control surfaces, stuff like that. I'd love to see that. Another thing is that while the lasers are great on the heavy ships, I found that once in a while, like I believe it would work better on the Harpy more than the Raptor because it does already have a long range gun. But if you're planning on observing close range to long range combat, it's probably best to take like the Harpy, use its cannon for long range work, and then for close range work, use something like the plasma or the rapid plasma or rapid autocannon, rail gun thingy. Anyways, I'm sure that there's some things that I didn't cover. There always are. If you've noticed anything, well, you can also practice with bots. You don't get anything for them. And in fact, you have to pay them, the company, Gaijin, um, money to actually go through with the practice box. There's also a test fight mode. Um, Honestly, I have no idea how that works because I've never done it. Why haven't I ever done it? Because if it costs me credits and I don't ever actually get anything out of it, I wouldn't want to do it ever again. And I just don't want to take that chance, honestly. The shadows, yeah, you can see they're a bit sharp in this area. And I wish there was more options in the options menu because honestly, this deserves more options. Everything looks great. I mean, I haven't seen a very, well, Freelancer was ugly as sin just because it was so old. The X series, the newest one, X3 Return to Earth or something like that. The Earth Conflict, the reunion, I can't remember, looked very good. But this has a very distinct art style that I just love. I mean, it kind of looks cell shaded to me, but it's not cell shaded. I can tell that much. It looks too good to be cell shaded. Cell shaded is one of two things: an artistic choice or a cop out for texturers. And there's very few games that can pull it off successfully. This may be one of them. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm going to break this video up into a few different ones or something else. Not entirely sure at this point. I really hadn't planned on that. So, this has been Demonocalypse. Thank you for watching.